Channel6.ca, supported by. Kick off the summer by picking up your new RV at Vellner Leisure Products. It's the best value you'll find for all your needs, from parts, servicing, sales, and financing. It's Vellner Leisure Products, the RV store in the corner with the fountain, Red Deer.
Back to school, back to school.
That's right, kids are going back to school, and you are going back to paying attention on the roads.
So our first day of school for Red Deer for the Catholic School Division is the 1st of September, and the Red Deer Public Schools are starting on the 3rd of September.
It's important to be extra safe around those kids because sometimes they're not paying as much attention as they need to either. So we need to make sure we are.
We're going from summertime back to school time, and people aren't used to seeing kids out in different areas. So we'll be cognizant of the school zones as well as playground zones that we have in town here.
So here's a reminder. School zones from 8 to 9:30, 11:30 to 1:30, and 3 o'clock to 4:30. And if you see a playground zone, slow down to 30 all day.
The playground zones are in effect from 8:30 to 1 hour after sunset.
And if you don't go the speed limit, be prepared to pay big.
If you take one where if you're a 30 kilometer zone, you're doing 50 kilometers over in a school zone, playground zone, it'd be a $167 ticket with 3 points.
And if you see this yellow school bus, be extra careful driving around it.
Schools like we have here at the Dawes Center, there's places where the buses park. Make sure you're not blocking the buses. Drop off your children in a designated area.
Come September, we're going to be up to 10 or 11 buses that come to transport our students, and their safety is at a premium as well. Those bus drivers do their best to keep the kids safe, but it's on everyone to make sure that we're respecting all the traffic and all the pedestrians in the area.
With school buses, a question I always get is why don't school buses use their red and amber flashing lights in the city? They're not allowed to use them in the city. Rural areas, basically a place without curbs, rural, is where you'll see the red flashing and amber flashing lights in school buses. School buses in the city are just required to drop off. They feel it's more of a safe environment. That's why they haven't brought the legislation in. So school buses will not be using the red and amber flashing lights in the city.
And don't forget, put your cell phones away while you're driving.
We like to educate people. The next part comes is enforcement, and we don't like giving people tickets. We want people to obey the laws so we have safe areas for kids to go to school.